So here's how it looks in the AFC East. Good morning, Jeremy and Joe. Wintry weather today, winter weather advisory. If the Patriots win their next game, that's against the Bills. They have a bye this week. If the Patriots beat the Bills, the division race is over. They will clinch the division with 3 games left. They would have a 3-game lead with 3 to play, and they would have a sweep of the Bills, and it's over.
They would also celebrate it that day.
Yes, they would.
The Bills there.
The hats would be in the building.
Yep.
That's no matter what the Bills do against Cincinnati. If the Patriots send the Bills to a 5th loss and sweep the season series, the division is over. The other way New England can win the division is by just not losing to the Jets and Dolphins. That's it.
Yeah.
The Bills can win and keep it alive, and then the Patriots can lose to the Ravens. If they win their 2 against the Jets and Dolphins, then the Patriots will win the division, regardless of what happens in the Jets and Ravens game.
Yeah, I guess at this point, I'm wondering what's the likelihood we even make it to the final week of the season with it being alive?
Well, New England would have to...
So the Bills have to beat them.
Sure.
Obviously.
The Bills would have to beat them, and then we might get to the final week of the season where the Bills are playing the Jets and the Patriots are playing the Dolphins, and we need a Bills win and a Patriots loss.
And we might be so confident in the Bills beating the Jets that you could be as glued, if not more glued, to the Dolphins and Patriots game.
Right. That would be shades of Bengals Ravens in the Andy Dalton game. Now, in order for that to happen, though, Joe, the Bills have to run the table. They can't lose to Philly along the way or Cincinnati along the way.
Is that true, or could they lose one if the Ravens were to beat the Patriots?
Well, if we're adding, sure, there are scenarios where it does get complicated, but the easiest way to say it is when the Bills play the Patriots, the Bills will need to win to keep the division alive.
All right.
So there you go. 803-0550, and the Patriots
a 10-game win streak.
10-game win streak. Dennis in Lockport is up. Hey, Dennis, good morning.
Hey, guys.
Morning.
Hey, everyone's talking about the Patriots. First of all, let's get something. I'd like to get your guys' opinion, but look at the schedule they have. They've only played really Bills and the Buccaneers, I would say, are the only teams. They should have that record. All the rest of the teams have been losing teams. Now they're going to get into a group of teams, Buffalo and Baltimore, who have to win for their playoffs. And the Jets and Miami could be spoilers. Miami's not playing bad right now. The Jets came off an emotional win. Anything can happen. And then you still have to play into the playoffs. People are sitting there saying they're going to the Super Bowl. You get in the playoffs, as we know, that's a whole nother game, whole nother level. And honestly, I think the Bills are in a good position where they're at. I don't want to see us play Houston or Baltimore, to be honest with you, in the playoffs. But
don't forget, by the way, the first team the Bills played this year, where it was, you know what, that just might be a bad matchup for them, was New England.
Yep.
So, we'll see.
And we had how many guys? We had guys in suspension. We had guys on injuries, if you remember that.
That's right. Ogunjobi was suspended. He is available. And Michael Hoyt was suspended, and he is now hurt and out. Yeah, I mean,
right.
Thanks, Dennis. Anything can happen. I'm certainly not writing it off. I just am not, I guess.
I also don't have a lot of time for, I know their schedule is easy, and I know that it's a big reason why the Patriots' record is what it is. But, I don't have a lot of time for dismissing them because of it, when the Bills
had the same easy schedule outside of a couple of games.
Well, not even that. The Bills, they're about to maybe get the 1 seed, New England. And part of how you do that is you don't drop a game to a bad team that you're not supposed to lose to. And the Bills, almost every year, have one of those. They lose this year to the Miami Dolphins.
They have 2 of them. The difference between the Bills and the Patriots, what is it?
It's the bad games.
It's the Dolphins and the Falcons.
Right, the Bills didn't lose to Kansas City and Baltimore.
That's right.
A couple of years ago, they lose to Zach Wilson and the Jets. They lost to Zach Wilson before that. They lost to a horrible Patriots team when Mac Jones was the quarterback in New England. You get the Urban Meyer game years ago. There's a bunch of them. You could look at, there's 1 or 2 stupid games once in a while the Bills will mix in. That's part of why they've never been the 1 seed. And if New England has a clean slate, where they are also hammering a lot of these bad teams, by the way. They're not winning by a field goal in most of them. They won a 1-score game when they went to Tampa. That wasn't a game they had to win on the road against the Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. They've They've done the thing the Bills haven't been able to do, which is go through a whole year and don't lose a game you're not supposed to lose.
Even though they do have two of those, to the Raiders and the Steelers.
I was going to say, even though they have two of those earlier in the year.
Yeah, they lost to the Raiders and the Steelers.
Beginning of the season.
Right. But to me,
not in this win streak they haven't.
The thing about the Bills and the Patriots first matchup versus this next one. Here, sometimes I'm asking questions to make a point. Sometimes I'm asking questions just like, I want you to think about this. Since that day, are the Patriots better than they were that day? I think the answer to that is yes.
The day they beat the Bills?
Yes. Is New England a better team today than they were on October 5th? I mean, is Drake Maye better? He's put together 2 full months of being awesome with no bye week. Just awesome every week, pretty much.
They've fallen backwards into their best running back since then. I know that.
Sure. Okay. So are they
their defense has been pretty good. Like I think they're a little bit better.
Okay. Are they a better team? Maybe.
Yeah.
Since October 5th, are the Bills a better team? Their defense is. Their defense is better. They have found a couple different answers with Jordan Poyer instead of Taylor Rapp, and
Bishop has really ascended.
Bishop has been much better, and Shaq Thompson in for Terrell Bernard. Like the Bills' defense is probably better than it was October 5th. Is their offense better? I'm not sure. It's probably the same offense. So if they're to meet, like the ultimate antidote for me, or the ultimate argument against who have they beaten, is how good is their quarterback? And the answer is awesome. This is not Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers beat a bunch of bad teams. Mm-hmm. This is not, hey, look at Jackson. Tim Tebow's got a playoff team together. They haven't beaten anybody. No. Like, if they had played a tougher schedule, they might not be 11-2.
Right.
They might be 9-4.
Yeah.
But
or 8-5.
Their quarterback is awesome. Their offensive play caller is generally considered to be one of the best. And their head coach, I think, is also pretty good. And I think what they have there is a very sustainable winning formula. And all this, if you want to dismiss them for this year because they're young, the playoffs are different, I think that is fair. We'll see what happens when they get to the playoffs. Maybe they get the 1 seed and they go out in a bad game, like because Peyton Manning lost his first 6 playoff games. Mm-hmm. So maybe they go out early. Maybe this is the best chance you have to get past them easily without making big changes yourself, because this is the start. Their window just opened, and this dude is the favorite to win the MVP, and in some of the odds reflected, they are maybe now the favorite to win the AFC. So I don't think what you're seeing is a fluke. It could be inflated a bit, but I don't think it's a fluke. The quarterback is amazing. He is an elite.
He's amazing.
He is elite. He's had a better year than Josh, which you probably have some factors you might think why. But the quarterback is amazing, and that to me is sustainable.
And also, it's not just that he's having an amazing season. Like Tua had an amazing season, but you always looked at him and knew there were limitations. This guy's having an amazing season, and I watch him play, and I always think there is nothing this person can't do.
Yeah, he's great.
He's got the arm to make every throw on the field,
he's
chucking
athletic,
it around.
He can make a throw on the run. He can scramble.
That's the most terrifying part for me, beyond even this year. Is I always thought there was a way Tua, there was a ceiling. This dude, I don't know what the ceiling is. This guy's ceiling might be up. It might be Josh.
Right. It might be
above Josh.
It might
I don't know.
A little less dangerous with his legs, and it might be a better passer. Like that's
right.
That's a pretty high bar, but it might be. Dave in Tampa. Hey, Dave.
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. Love the show. Listen to you guys all the time. I was curious to get your perspective on something. So the Bills have arguably had, let's call it 5 to 6 years of Josh Allen as a prime or an elite quarterback, in his prime. If the Patriots in their, second year with Drake Maye go to a Super Bowl, just go, let's not even say win, but just go to a Super Bowl with him in his second year, what becomes the narrative for the Buffalo Bills, right? Is that enough? And I, Joe, I know you've said a few times, like, hey, Terry Pagula won't fire Kevin Adams, right? And so you don't think there would be a regime change, but do you think maybe? I mean, if the Patriots go in their second year, right? Like you've had 5-6 years with Josh as one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, and you weren't able to get there. If the Patriots go, is that enough?
So
to make the argument to make a change.
Thanks, Dave. I think No, I don't think that the Bills are going to make a regime change if the Patriots make the Super Bowl. I mean, where do the Bills lose? Is it in the AFC Championship to New England? Like that's getting close again. Mm-hmm. Do they get knocked out in the first round because they're in a wild card game against Houston? Like there's a lot to be figured out. Either way, I don't think there's going to be regime change. But you might wonder if the GM would have, or the organization overall would have a bit of a mindset change, because it kind of feels like they think they are entitled to be one of the top 2 teams in the conference every year, because they have been. And they only lose to one team. So it's always been, we're close. We're losing to that one team by 3 points. This year, the playoffs will tell a second part of the story. But this year, the story might be, we lost the division by 3 games with 3 to play. We were knocked out of the division with 3 games remaining. That is a different story. Now you got to go on the road in the playoffs. Like, okay, you were shooting for the 1 seed and you didn't get 1 home game? Mm-hmm. That is, on some level, failing to meet your goals. So I don't think, if you're looking for it to be a regime change, I wouldn't think you're going to get that. But you might get a bit of a, well, put it this way. You know how Sal said that the Bills game changed when Patrick Queen hit Josh Allen? Mm-hmm. Maybe that moment would happen for the Bills front office. Like, you just got smacked. New England just won the division and knocked you out and went further in the playoffs than you're like, all right, time to get up. It's time to get up and get going. Because this offseason was one that we went into and said they need to find elite players, and they, just kind of supplemented, added pieces, added nice pieces, and we'll see where it ultimately goes. Like, again, they're very far from out of it. The question is, like, how does New England win change it? That's, for me, it's that. I don't know if you have a different answer, what you think about that. I did say in the break, Dave, as you called in, I wanted to put up I want to put up one of my very evil polls.
I think you should do it.
But people get.
I already know what the answer is going to be, though.
I like it better when you put them up and people get mad at you for these polls. So let's have
you want to hire me? You want to outsource it to me? I'll put it up. That's fine.
All right. The question is, if the Bills do not win the AFC, which team would you rather see win it? New England or Kansas City? See where that poll ends up as we study the psyche of Bills fans who their second favorite AFC team is the Chiefs.
They've said it before.
It's right. They've said it before.
Through the voting, not through the words, though. But no one would say it out loud, but they'll vote for it.
But doesn't it represent that if that other guy keeps winning every time, then I get to think I'm number 2, and it's just him that's in the way. If somebody else goes in there, all of a sudden, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be the one just on the outside looking in. Not, who's this new guy? Burrow, how'd he get in there? Maye, how'd he get in there? He's not supposed to get in there. I'm supposed to be next up. I'm supposed to be the one that jumps in when the Chiefs miss the playoffs, which is possible this year too. 803-0550. All right, you're putting up the demonic poll.
It's going up.